Hi everybody, it's Catherine. I hope everyone is doing well. My project today is a little favor box that opens like this, and I was supposed to have 4 Lindor Truffles, but I couldn't get them today. So I just put 4 reasons, which are a little bit much smaller actually, but this will fit, I'm reasonably sure, 4. Definitely 3. Alrighty, and for this I used the Artistically Inked stamp set along with the artistic dies and the pen flowers dies for the scallop at the top of this box. Alrighty, I love how this came out. I might even use this for my daughter's shower. Okay, so what you need for this is a piece of, this one I accidentally used Melon Mambo, not realizing, but I'm going to use polished pink for this. That is 9 by 6. Okay, we need a piece of scrap, basic white for stamping. We need a piece of the, what is the name of this now? Expressions in Ink DSP, which is this piece here. Okay, it's this one. And what I do is I use this section for this, the front and the 2 sides. Alrighty. For this piece that I'm going to emboss, thank you, I used mostly the white. So it has a little bit of color in it, but I can still emboss on it. All right, so we need one piece that is 3 1/4 by 2. Okay, 2 pieces that are 1 by 2, and 2 pieces that are 1 by 3 1/4. You need one that's colorful and one of the same size that's mostly white with a little bit, maybe a little bit of color in it. Alrighty. Or you could do this with any other DSP too. Okay, so, and also, sorry, you need this. I cut this out of gold foil paper, and this is also from the artistic dies. And I already used 2 at the bottom. Alrighty, for here and here. Okay, so we're going to start with our Simply Scored. And we're going to score on the 9-inch side first at 1/2, 1/2, 1 3/4, 4, 5 1/4, and 7 1/2. Okay, then we're going to turn it to the 6-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 and 4 3/4. I'm just going to fold and burnish. I'm not going to fold and burnish this line. We have the skinny rectangle here. This line here, we needed to be able to cut off the sides, but we don't have to fold this piece here because it's on the back here, which I did fold it on this one. It's not a big deal. And you can also put another piece of DSP from here to here on here if you don't like how this looks on the back. All right, so we're going to fold and burnish on the landscape side everything over to here. Just leave this one alone for now. Okay, and then the 2 side ones. Alrighty. Okay, and this is what we're going to do. Okay. That's my template. Alright, so to start this, what I want you to do is to take the skinny rectangle and put it towards us. Okay? Towards you. Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut, this is our flap. We're going to cut the sides of the flap straight. Okay, and then we're going to cut off the 2 rectangles that are on top of the square. One on this side and one on that side. Okay, so that's what I did so far. And then we're going to wedge the squares. Okay, now I want you to turn it so that the skinny rectangle is on the right-hand side. Alrighty? So what we're going to do is we're going to come all the way down to the left. We're going to, there's a rectangle here. We're going to cut that rectangle out. Okay, so that's what I did there. Right, and then we're going to cut the other side of this rectangle straight, move over to this side of this rectangle, and then we're going to wedge the square that's in the middle. Okay, so that's what I did on that side. Okay, now turn it so that the skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side. And we have our tab here. There's a rectangle here. We want to cut the side of that straight. Move over to this rectangle and cut that side straight, and then wedge the square in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to cut the other side of that rectangle straight and take off this one that's at the end. Okay, and that's what I did. Alrighty, so I'm just going to put it so that the skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side, and if you want to take a screenshot before you finished. Okay, so now we need the detail trio punch, and I'm just going to round the corners of our flap, which is this part right here. Okay. Now, we need this die from the Penned Flowers dies. Okay, it's the scallop with the stitching. And what we want to do, the box is going to close this way. Alrighty, so we want the good side of our scallops to go this way. I'm just going to center the scallops where I think they're good. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape there to hold it. And then I'm going to fold everything in like this and put it through my machine, and making sure that the sides of the die don't hang off, because that will, the die will break. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. I screwed up a little bit. I didn't make sure that my die was not hanging over the edge, and it twisted it. It didn't break, but it twisted it. And I got a little bit before I realized. So there's just a little funkiness over here, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it today. Alrighty, now we're going to flip it so that the outside is towards us. And we're going to get some tear and tape. And we're going to put 2 pieces on the tabs. Okay. And we're going to, this has the flap, this has the scallop. We're going to attach the flaps to the side that is closest to where the scallop is. And we're going to make sure that this part of our tab is straight with this side, part of the side. Okay, so that it should look like this right now. Okay, then we're going to put more tear and tape on the inside of this flap. I'm going to put one piece close to the edge and one piece close to the score line, only up to the bottom of this tab, right, on each side. Okay. All right, and then this line on the side is going to go straight with this line on the back. Okay, and then the same with the other side. Okay, so then our flaps can go in and our tab will go right in like that. And then we have our full box made. Okay, now we need our designer series paper and some Stampin' Seal. And this one, when I was making my box, I accidentally put Stampin' Seal on this one, but I'm just gonna redo it just in case because it's sat overnight. This piece is the one that is 3 1/4 by 2, and this one goes right on the front of the box. Okay, and then we need the 2 sides that are 1 by 2, and we're going to put them on the sides. Oopsie. Okay. Now we're going to put the one that's mostly white to the side, and we're going to attach the other one on the top of our flap. Okay. Now we're going to do some stamping. We need our basic white, and we need 3 of the images. Well, not this one yet. We're going to use the leaves, this small rose. I consider it a rose. It could be something else, a peony or something too. And eventually we're going to use the thanks. Okay, and first I need polished pink ink, and we're going to stamp the rose. So pretty. See, I don't know if I'm going to, I put Wink of Stella on this, but I don't think I'm going to because I think it blurs it too much. So I think we're just going to leave it to be pretty just like that. All right, and then I used Pear Pizzazz for the leaves. Alrighty, and I already cut out 2, so we don't have to do that. And I used, again, the artistic dies to do that. Alright, now for our sentiment. We need a piece of scrap. And the thanks, and our Versamark pad. And I'm just going to center it from top to bottom and side to side. Okay. And then I'm going to take some gold Stampin' Emboss powder. Just going to sprinkle it on there. And I need my tweezers. Just going to tap it. And sometimes that's not enough, so I just kind of flick it. Okay. And I'm going to go and heat this with my heat tool, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it looks very pretty. I love it. It almost matches the gold in the paper. And then I'm just going to put this stuff away. Okay, and now we can just attach this. This one I'm going to do with liquid glue because it's harder to get in there straight right away. Ooh, a lot of glue came out. Excuse my head. Okay. And sometimes if you go a little lower with the scallop die, you might have to trim off a little bit. But this is okay. Alrighty. Now we just need some dimensionals. Whew. And I'm just going to guesstimate. I'm going to put my flower there. And then the 2 leaves are going to go there. And then I need 2 more leaves. I'm just going to snip them off. And these are going to go here and right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my rose on with some dimensionals. And I'm just going to try to stay away from right there. I'm going to put them on that side. I'm going to try to stay away from the right-hand side of the rose with the dimensionals, from the direct right-hand side. Right, and then I'm just going to put my rose on. This was much lighter paper. See the difference there? This one sticks out a bit more, but it's still pretty. All right, and then I'm just going to glue the bottom of the 2 leaves. Just want to stick them under, just press them down, just on the edge. And then I'm going to stick one of these right in the middle here. So it might have enough glue, but I'm just going to stick a little bit more just in case. Right in under there. So it juts out the middle of the 2 green leaves. And then this one will go lower. Right there. Which side did I cut off? This side. So this one will go in like that. So I'm going to glue both sides, put a little glue on both sides of it. And that's going to stick out right at the bottom. It's a little different each time. All right. And then I took my Take Your Pick tool and I stuck a mini dimensional, under the tip of each one of these leaves. just want to take the top off because it's going to be hard to get to. It's giving me a hard time. I lost all my nails because I was on a couple of different antibiotics for a UTI that wouldn't go away, and when I started, I think it's clindamycin, holy moly, my nails started peeling. It's stuck on me. I would use another one, but I don't want to go through it again. There we go. Okay, and then I just stuck it underneath this leaf. And then I just kind of bent these foil ones up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay. And then for the final touch, I took some Gilded Gems. I don't know where I put my cap, but I'll have to just make sure I don't stab myself in the eyeball. Alrighty, and I put one on the leaf here. I just have to squeeze out a little more. And then one down at the bottom over here. And a bigger one right there. And as I said, I'm not going to put the Wink of Stella because I think it took away some of the white, the depth in there. And last but not least, I'm just going to stick my reasons inside. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial today. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you need any Stampin' Up! Products, I would love it if you would buy them through me. And please subscribe and hit the like button. And if you would like to be notified when I upload a video, you can hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you next time. Bye.